Welcome back, guys, to the most popular Adirondack vlog channel on YouTube. I know there's not many of them, but today is very sporadic. In fact, I'm really hating it. So bear with me for the next 1 to 2 minutes as I explain to you what the heck I'm doing. The thing is that in this moment, right now, inside of this video, I currently have no clue what the heck I'm doing. I mean, I have an idea, but the thing is, you already know. When you clicked on this video, you know that I probably did Giant and Rocky Peak Ridge, and that wasn't the original intent. In fact, I've had so many ideas go through my mind over the past couple of minutes trying to figure this out. So let me explain what that looks like. Yesterday, I looked at the weather for today, and it said it was going to be partly cloudy to mostly sunny for the sunset, and I was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow would be a perfect day to go up Whiteface and Esther. And that was my original intent. And today, because I was going to be doing sunset, I had all day to figure out if it was going to be a good idea, because I can monitor the cloud patterns and the weather patterns. Earlier today, the cloud ceiling was at about 2,500 feet, and the high peaks were well into the clouds, and it was all cloudy. But the weather did not lie, and it said it was going to turn into partly cloudy, which obviously it is, but in some other areas, it's like way over back that way, it's all cloudy. And Whiteface being what it is, making its own weather systems, the webcam is currently completely covered in snow, so I'm not able to figure out if it's truly above the clouds. Actually, here, check this out. Here's what Whiteface currently looks like right now. You can clearly see it's in the clouds. Here's what the McIntyre range looks like. They're obviously in the clouds. And here's Cascade. Cascade's not in the clouds. And if you can see behind it, you can tell that that's not in the clouds too. It's really mixed. It really depends on where you're on the high peaks. So with that being said, I decided to go for Giant, because Giant is on the south side of this cloud system. Wow. Yeah, see, Dix is barely touching the clouds. The Great Range is barely touching the clouds. Gothix is not in the clouds. So I'm really hoping Giant is not in the clouds. You can see the Great Range right there, Lowell, Wolfjaw, and Gothix. And there's obviously lots of blue sky, but it's different that direction. And you can see the Dix Range right over there, and it's barely touching the clouds. So, and considering the sun is setting that way, you know, there could be some amazing light. So there's a lot of risk in today's hike. A lot of you watching this video might be wondering, why does it matter if I'm in the clouds or not in the clouds? Well, I'm currently not going for summits. Like, I'm a professional photographer. For those of you that don't know me, my Instagram will be in the description below. That's why I'm doing this. I'm like a full-time photographer up here in the Adirondack High Peaks, and it's awesome. And this vlogging channel is all about that experience, and not just here in the Adirondacks, but across the planet. My goal today is to obviously get a beautiful sunset shot. And of course, I'd love for it to be undercast, but this isn't the right cloud system, I don't think, for that. But it could be something really beautiful, you know. And the other thing with Giant and Rocky Peak Ridge is, since I'm going to go to Rocky Peak Ridge first, I can judge from there, considering that I have 4 hours from this point to make the decision if I'm going to stay on Rocky Peak Ridge or if I am going to go to Giant. So thanks for bearing with me. In a nutshell, I just have to send it and just hope for the best. There's going to be risk involved in anything that you love to do, and this is one of those things. So let's do it. Here we are, right next to Chapel Pond. Looks like we got a lot of people today. Half of them are probably over at Chapel Pond, ice climbing, and the other ones are up Giant. In fact, pulling up, I was actually able to see the summit of Giant a little bit, and it's not in the clouds right now, which means Rocky Peak won't be in the clouds. Because Giant is bigger than Rocky Peak, it means if there's any cloud inversions, Giant is going to be the one taking that, and Rocky Peak will not be in the clouds, most likely. So I think this is looking good right now. I'm pretty hopeful. Not sure how long it's going to take to get up Giant, honestly, because this will be my first winter ascent up Giant. Yeah, pretty excited. Thank you guys for being along for this. All right, so let me show you what I have today. Got my snowshoes. Now here's the thing. I do not think I'm going to need them, but however, I obviously have to take them because that's regulations. I'm going to have my mountaineering axe, because if I do go to RPR, it's going to be quite an adventure getting there. So that's definitely necessary. I will also be taking my crampons, and I will be upgrading those eventually, because these are a piece of junk, but I will be wearing those probably during the entire ascent, because the trail will be packed down most likely. And so the crampons will just really help me get up this steep ascent, because it's like 1,000 feet a mile on average. Yeah, this trail is well broken into. All right, got my crampons on, and I'm really hoping the snow doesn't cake up in there too much. I don't think it should. I can't believe how beautiful this is right now. It's about 35 degrees outside. The sun is nice. Already had to take a layer off. In fact, I almost went like without a coat just now. I took my hat off. We got our first little view. There's views along the whole entire way. If you do not take the Roaring Brook Falls Trail, do not take the Roaring Brook Falls Trail. In my opinion, because it's longer, that's the only reason why. And there's less views. There's more views coming up this way. So you can clearly see we've only been climbing for about 30 minutes. Car's down there. Got the beginning of the Great Range there all the way to Gothics. And the Dix Range. That's Grace Peak, I think. We're just about almost a mile into the trail. But I think we just have about 2 to 2.5 miles left to go. Just passed some other people heading up to the summit. The clouds have somewhat become a little bit more populated. Hope it doesn't stay like that though for long. I was faced with two options, left and right, and I chose the wrong way. Well, we're definitely well above 3,000 feet, I know that. Just starting to reach the frosted tree point. My estimations would probably be around 3,600 feet. All right, pay attention carefully. You're gonna approach this sign, right? You are gonna choose that option because that is a waste of energy. It's self-explanatory why. Would you rather go around the bump or over the bump? 5 minutes around the bump. That would be coming down from the bump. So always go around the bump. Just passed some more fellow hikers and they did RPR today too. And they apparently broke trail. But they said I wouldn't need the mountaineering axe and it shouldn't take me more than an hour and a half. I'm just hoping to get to the intersection by 4:30. So you see the summit of RPR right over there. Sunlight's still it's way up there, so I think we're looking good. So for those of you wondering what the trail is like, if it's broken in, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be really plain and simple, easy to follow. So nothing to it. Reached the next sign. So hopefully this won't take me more than 25 minutes. Actually probably 20 to get to the turn off the RPR. So to give you an idea of how deep the snow is, I guess, that privy sign, here's eye level. Pretty sure that privy sign's about 8 feet up above the ground normally. So you can see here, keeping it level. It's pretty deep. So my estimates are about 4.5 feet here, 4.5, 5 feet. Passed multiple people now that have come from the summit and RPR. So the trail's moderately broken. They said I'll need snowshoes for sure getting the RPR. Summit's about 25 minutes ahead, which means I'm about 15 to the turnoff, and he said I'm the only one. So, and that sun is beautiful. So I think we could do this. First view of the summit should be coming right around this corner. There she is, right up there. It's looking so nice. Look, white face is all the way there in the clouds, man. Jeez, am I thankful I didn't do that. I think this was a really good move on my behalf. I have to pat myself in the back for that. Getting pretty close to the clouds, you can see how fast they're moving. Look at that. And here we are. Right there. Oh man, it's pretty far. Shoot. Oh gosh. Okay, well, I got an hour and a half until that sun goes down, but I know I want to be on the summit of Giant in like an hour. So it's gonna be rough getting there and back in an hour here in the winter, I guess. Shoot. I can't waste any time. Worst case scenario, I just photographed the sunset from RPR. So we'll see what happens. Oh, so beautiful though. I mean, you see this? Made it to the bottom in between the two mountains in like, oh my word, I don't even know, like 7 minutes. That was fast. So I'm taking my cram buds off and throwing my snowshoes on real quick. So that was really good. All right, I'm actually gonna leave my stuff here and just head up. I think I'll be a little quicker. Thanks for being here, guys. So the trail in between Giant and RPR isn't that bad. Going down Giant is much steeper than RPR for sure. And honestly, I believe I'm almost to the top. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the summit of Giant in time because it's from the time I did the turnoff to here, it would be 45 minutes. 45 minutes on the way back, plus having to do that extra, 500 yards up Giant. So that'd take me almost an hour. And, I left my bag down there in the coal, which had some equipment, but like nothing that I desperately needed. And Rocky Peak has a good view. It does. Yeah, also, I think it was a mistake that I left my bag down there because I know I'm going to get cold. So I'm going to go back down and get it because I have time now. That sucks. Yeah, I sure hope this wasn't a mistake because that just cost me like 25 minutes. Let me recap what just happened. I just basically went all the way to the summit of RPR. Like, I was within like 3 minutes of the summit, and now I turned back, went all the way back to the bottom, and now I'm going back up again. That sun, I got just a little bit of light left. That was a huge mistake, leaving my bag. Such an idiot. I need a Cliff Bar, bro. I need a Cliff Bar. And I'm really pissed right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that light. Oh, Giant's in the clouds. Almost there. Oh. What the heck happened with the clouds, man? Oh my gosh. All right. I just spent like the last 5 minutes trying to completely get changed up, man, because that summit was rough. I'm in absolutely one of the worst situations I've ever been in, and I don't mean safety. I have to go all the way back up Giant now. The sun has set. Didn't get the sunset because there was no sunset. And then I still have to summit Giant because I don't want to orphan that. I'm cold. I'm tired. To go back up there. Oh my gosh. I don't think once in my entire life have I ever been this like upset that I have to go up a hill. To make me feel better, can anyone comment below? Comment your worst situation, as in like where you were just like, I cannot believe we still have to do that. You know what I mean? Like the situation that I'm in. Is there anything similar that's happening to you guys? Share with me. So we have to go back up Giant now. And I really wish there was a way that we could just leave from this coal. But no, I can't. So I don't care if it takes me an hour. I'm just going to take my time going up it. It's not dark enough yet for me to put my headlamp on. Alright, here we go. It started to get super windy. I don't know if something's moving in or whatnot, but we just gotta get the heck out of here. You know, I realized something. Well, obviously you can tell it's really dark. I can still see fine though. But listen. I never got to tell you that stuff that I said I was going to wait to tell you when I got to the top of the mountain. I just realized there's some really awesome things. But guess what? Because of how crappy this video turned out, you're going to have to wait. Almost back to the top. As you might be able to tell, it's dark. I can still see though. So, I'm okay. I know you can't see a thing. But you hear this? That's the sound of the sign. And this, that's the sound of me throwing my axe down. I'm gonna put my headlamp on now. Oh. Yep. So I'm gonna eat this Cliff Bar and drink some water before I go down. Okay, so it's pretty cold up here. You know, guys, I need to apologize a little bit about the complaining because, you know, I realized I'm in my happy place and God is still good. And yeah, I'm gonna laugh at this tomorrow and I'm gonna wake up and be like, yeah, I could do that again, even though I know I can't. But I'm just gonna let you know one thing though. I am going to not do Giant because if I skip it, I know for sure I'm going to be coming back up here again one day. And that means I won't have to do RPR when I go and do that. So I'm going to orphan it on purpose. So when I do come back up here again, which I know I will, I'll be like, hey, look, I don't have to go do RPR because I did it this one time. Winter, though, obviously, because I did it in the summer. Okay, I don't know how much I'm going to show on the way down, guys. It is 6:45, so it took me almost an hour. Alright, I love you guys. One last time, I need to take in this unique moment where I'm all alone up here on Giant in a cloud in the wintertime. It's kind of cool, honestly, when you think about it. Alright, let's go. I actually just spent the past like 10 minutes photographing. The stars are beautiful right now. Here, check this out. See that? I don't know, it's not much, but like, it's still pretty cool. Almost makes me wish I brought my tripod. Guys, look, for those of you still watching this video, I just want to let you know, I'm honestly super thankful. I know it was really rough. I don't really want to end the vlog making you guys think that I just made the worst decisions of my life and that it ended up being one of the most exhausting things ever. I learned. I came, I saw. Didn't see much. But guys, just know, whatever your goal is, hiking the 46 high peaks, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged by any inconsistencies or problems you might find. If that beautiful summit you wanted was in the clouds. Because at the end of the day, we're climbing mountains, and that's what we love to do. Alright, almost back. Man, that descent is so quick. Looks like I'm the only car. I learned a lot, guys. I know I was complaining a lot, but listen. This is the part of the video that I could say, you know, it wasn't worth it. Anyways, guys, I'm off to the Pickled Pig in Lake Placid, man. If you guys are still watching this video, that is the place to eat. If you have, you know, pockets deep enough. Guys, I'm Jonathan Zaharek, and I look forward to bringing you some more High Peaks content. See you next time.